write it with me, or hopefully write it with just based on the story. And I was shooting in Tunisia. We were shooting outside the Well of the Souls with Harrison, and Harrison's girlfriend, Melissa Matheson, was there on location. And she had done Black Stallion. She'd written Black Stallion, which I adored. She co-wrote that, which I adored that film. And I was just talking to her, and I told her my E.T. idea, the whole sort of story. And she said, well, I've retired from writing. I don't write anymore. I'm not interested in writing anymore. It's too hard. And she turned me down. And I went to Harrison and I said, your girlfriend turned me down. She doesn't want to write my next movie or a movie in the future. And he said, well, let me talk to her. And he talked to her, and she came to me the next day. She says, okay, well, you got Harrison so excited about this. What is it that I missed? And I think I hadn't told the story to her very well, because I told her the story again, and she got really emotional hearing the story again. And she committed right in the middle of the Tunisian desert.
I've not heard of a process like the one you had with Melissa Matheson for writing the script. Describe that. How did you guys, the 5 days on and then 5 days together?
Well, what we did was I was editing with Mike Hahn. I was editing Raiders at our editing room at the Marina del Rey, and she would come to the editing room and she would wait until I gave Mike my input, then I'd go in another room or take a walk. She'd come over, we'd spend 2 hours a day for 5 days, and then she'd go off and write pages. And then she'd come back with those pages, and we'd do another 5 days. Because I had given her the narrative, but all the little moments, like E.T.'s ability to teleport things, E.T.'s ability, with telekinesis, and all of those things, and also the idea that E.T. could feel your feelings. He could feel Elliot's feelings. That was something that happened in the spontaneity of working with a writer that was never in the story I presented to Melissa. There were so many details of character that Melissa just brought into my world from her world.
And at the end of this process of her going away and writing and then coming in and talking to you and then her going away and writing, she turns in a first draft screenplay.
She turns a first draft screenplay, and I was editing at my cutting room. I actually was having lunch with Kathy Kennedy, who was my associate producer on Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then I asked her, "Would you want a raise? You want to be a producer? I would like to be a producer." We had produced E.T.
Did she get it made?
No, she didn't turn me down. No, she said yes. And so I went over to her and I just said, I think I've read the greatest first draft of my life. You have to read this. And she read it overnight, called me the next day and said, I haven't read a lot of scripts. This is the best script I ever read. That's all because of Melissa.
And that's pretty much the script you guys shot, right?
We shot the script. Shot in continuity.
So, yeah, now,